Happy Saturday. I wanted to share something with you all before the day is over with. It's been a long day. Today my son went off to college, went to Clemson. And so we were drove two cars. Of course he drove his car. And we put the address in the GPS system, right? We rode we probably like about 40 or 50 minutes out when I went in one direction and he went in another direction. So I was like, what are you doing? Where are you going? And he said, Mom, sometimes the GPS will take you in a different route, but you'll end up in the same place. And you know what I heard? Let me tell you what I heard. Sometimes God will take us in a different route, right? We all are, headed, some of us are all headed in the same direction, right? But sometimes God will take you on a little detour. He'll take you a different route than somebody else, right? And we're looking like, well, how come they got there first? And how come this and how come that? And it's not, sometimes it's just like that, right? And I thought about that today. I was like, wow. So let me tell you what I heard. He said, Mom, sometimes the GPS will have you going in different directions, but you end up in the same spot. And I thought about that about God. Like sometimes we feel like it's taking long for us to get to a certain place, to, have the things we want, to get the things we want, but maybe he's taking us a different route. Maybe we're going to all end up with the things that we want or the things that he wants us to have, but it's on his route, right? Not our route, his route. And it just came to me when he said that. I was like, when he said it, I was like, you know what? Because I was panicking, right? I was panicking like, oh my God, we're going in the wrong direction. Like we're about to be headed to Atlanta. Like, what's going on? Like, why his GPS telling him this and it's telling us that? Something different. Like, I don't understand that. Now I began to panic. And when I called him and he said, sometimes it happens, it'll take you in a different route, but you end up in the same place. Then I calmed back down, right? So who is panicking right now because they think it's taking too long to get to where you're headed, right? Do you think it's taking too long? Or could it be he's taking you a different route? Could it be he's taking you a different route? And that just, when he said that, it's like, I heard God say sometimes he'll take you a different route. You'll end up with the things that he wants you to have, but it's in his timing. You got to follow his path, right? And his path might not look like somebody else's path, right? Your path might not look like somebody else's path, but you're still going to get there. It might take a little longer, but you got to trust the GPS system. You got to trust him. You got to trust him. I promise you'll end up where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be. Just trust him. That's what I heard. He didn't say that, but that's what I heard. That's what I heard. It was so clear. It was so clear. It was like because I was panicking. As sometimes we do. We get frustrated when things don't happen when we want them to happen, how we want them to happen, where we want them to happen, with who we want them to happen with. But maybe, just maybe, that ain't what God wants for you, right? You got to trust that. Sometimes he'll take us all in different directions and different routes, but you end up where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be. I don't know. That's just something that spoke to me today. And I wanted to share that with you before today was over with. I'm tired, all that riding. And I thought I was gonna be sad, but my son was like kicking me out of there, and I was just like, wow, really? But yeah, I'm so excited. I'm super proud. My son is he's a freshman at Clemson. Wow. Single parents rock. Don't think that you can't do it. You can do it. Because God always got your back, right? Family and friends have your back as well, okay? So don't think you can't do it, because you can. You can do anything you want to do. All it takes is you to believe that. Believe that. Believe in yourself, okay? And that's all it takes. Just believing in yourself, period. So that was what I wanted to share with you all. Sometimes he'll take us in a different route, but you'll end up where you're supposed to be, when you're supposed to be, with who you're supposed to be with. If you just trust him. Trust him. Stop panicking. I was panicking today. I'm telling you, I had the window down. I was like, where you going? Where you going? He's like, Ma, sometimes it'll take us in a different route, but we end up in the same spot. And it was like God said, sometimes you might feel like you left behind. You might feel like everybody getting there first. But what's for you will be there when you get there. Trust me, right? Trust me. Trust him. Trust him, trust him, trust him. I'm telling you, I was panicking. I was panicking for real. I ain't lying. I was panicking. But we both end up there. Actually, I think we got there before he did, right? But I was panicking because we wasn't headed in the same direction at the same time. And I thought somebody was going in the wrong direction, but we weren't. Trust the process. Trust the GPS system. Trust God, right? That's what I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to share. I'm so excited. My heart is so full. I'm so happy. It's so peaceful. It's quiet in here. It's just, I'm excited. I'm excited, and there's so much more to come, right? I'm trusting him. I'm trusting him. He will never guide you in the wrong direction, okay? Even if you are going in the wrong direction, he'll reroute you. You know what it says when you're going in the wrong direction? You know that thing say, turn around, make a U-turn, turn left, turn right. It'll keep rerouting you, but you got to listen, okay? So that's all I got to say. I want to share that with you, and I'm going to enjoy the rest of my Saturday, and I hope you do the same. Good night.